What's going on, YouTube? Outdoors with Tim here. I got Tony and Steve. The rabbit season is winding down, and so is the squirrel season. These boys have been working real hard all year, as you guys seen on the videos. They've learned a lot of safety, a lot of responsibility of, having a firearm, and they're within my sight and ear, or sound too, as well. I can see them right there. They're trying their best to get up an old squirrel and maybe kick up a rabbit here about the end of the season. It's late February, so let's see if we can't get it done. And hey, want to tell you guys, thank you for being patient. It has been a crazy year as far as any video content. Been very, very busy. Appreciate all the prayers from everybody too. And I know there are a few of my viewers who are going through some things right now too. And I'm praying for you guys. I haven't stopped in my devotional when I get finished with that every day, every morning. I start to pray for the people who are on my list who've asked for prayer. So God bless each and every one of y'all. And if you will, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share these videos. Got some stuff maybe coming up in the future. Hadn't quite got it all figured out yet, but hopefully I'll be able to bring y'all along on those experiences too. But hopefully we'll hear Tony or Steve shoot shotgun, maybe get them a squirrel or a rabbit. So anyway, we brought the old bird dog with us just in case he wanted to get in on the chase this morning, but he seems to be, Mr. Gunner seems to be, within 100 feet of me. So, but anyway, you guys stay tuned. We'll see what happens, okay? I'm gonna turn y'all back around. Little Tony there kicking the bushes and briars, trying to kick up old rabbit. Like you ran into a briar. God bless these little boys. They love to be in the outdoors. Thank you to all my YouTube family for watching these young men grow up and come along. That's it, buddy. Get in there and kick you one out of them briars. Kick you one up. He's in the shrubs right there. You just about got to step on him on a sunny day like this. Just trying to flush one out with your feet. It's a new game to them, but they're enjoying it. Got the shotgun mic on the camera today because of all the wind. Hopefully it's doing its job. Cutting out all the wind and letting you hear the audio. I see all them crows you flushed out. I almost got a shot at one of them. I ain't never eaten no crow meat before. I heard it was bitter, but I figured if we got one, maybe we'd try it. What you think? You see any squirrel nest? No. No, not a rabbit neither? That's all right. We'll move around. Huh?
No rabbits, no squirrels.
No rabbits, no squirrels.
Every 10 steps I took, I looked up in the woods.
Yeah. Well, come right there so they can see you on camera. Back up some. There you go. All right, well, say hello to them.
Hello.
Okay, well, Steve ought to be coming back around here shortly. I heard him and Gunner right up there in front of me, so.
I heard them too when I was walking.
Yeah. You having fun, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You want to try again right there and just go in and move around in there? You keep going and
I
hunting.
got a few things stuck in my legs.
Oh, some briars. Yeah, that's part of rabbit hunting. When you hunted with Pastor Brian last year, them briars was all over us. Yeah, look at it. You got pine straw hanging from your hat. Boy, you got down in there, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, sun shining like this, these rabbits lay in this sun. They warm up. They like it. And they won't move until you just about step on them, then they take off running. I bet there's a lot of you, look at the camera, I bet there's a lot of YouTube viewers that really like watching you boys. They can tell you about stepping on rabbits when they were your age.
Yeah.
I bet they can. I bet they can tell you some good stories too. But that's rabbit hunting, buddy. That's rabbit hunting. Oh, here comes Steve and Mr. Gunner. Coming up the trail now. What do you say, Gunner? Uh-oh, I think Steve might have seen something. He's walking fast. Usually when he walks fast, he's got something to tell me. Good job, Steve. You okay, little buddy? What'd you see, man?
I seen him. Trees. Wood.
You seen what?
Trees.
Trees and woods.
Oh, God.
Hey, man, what you doing?
Sit down.
Oh, you're sitting down. Okay.
And Uncle Tim.
Stop right there, Steve. Go ahead. What's
Uncle
that? We're on camera.
Someone dropped their orange vest.
Someone dropped the orange vest in the woods?
No, they're there on the trail.
Oh, well, why don't you pick it up?
I can go get it.
Well, go ahead and get it. I'll hold the gun. Hey, don't run. Don't run. He said somebody dropped the orange vest. It was probably Brother Steve, baby. Well, and old Gunner's gonna go off with him again. That's a good dog right there. Anyway, guys, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna move around. We're gonna try it again. Thanks for watching Outdoors with Tim. What'd you say, Tony?
This is the life.
This is the life. All right, YouTube, we back. We're about to finish up our break, and we're gonna move on along a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to bring y'all on this part. Tony, how long you had that shotgun you've been shooting?
About 3 years.
About 3 years, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty long time.
You like that shotgun, don't you?
Mhm.
Uncle Tim passed that one down to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that shotgun 20 years or better. And Tony says, Tony, what'd you say about the kick?
I've been having it so long I can't even feel the kick.
Yeah, you've shot it so much and you got so used to it, you don't even feel the recoil. Huh. And Steve, what do you think about that old Steven shotgun that Mr. Bobby gave you?
It's good.
It's a good gun, ain't it? You like that gun, don't you? Yeah. You can still feel the kick a little bit on that one, can't you?
It's new.
That's that Stevens. Now don't let it fall down and slip out now. You got to keep a good hold on it. Yeah. Good shotguns, ain't the boys?
Yes.
Y'all done shot them a bunch, ain't you?
Yes.
So you done reloaded a lot of the stuff you done shot out them guns, ain't you? Yeah. Well, y'all, let's cut the video right here and we'll move. And then, hey, we get some action or something. At least we'll bring them back on, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Say see you soon.
See you soon.
Hey, boys, don't be afraid to call Gunner to you. Be looking for them squirrels and rabbits, boys. You got it. All right, call Gunner. Water down and this old shotgun off my back here. Let's see, guys. Move the camera a little bit. Turn y'all around. All right, guys. I hope I'm in frame. Anyway, we moved up top of the hill. We probably moved about 150 yards. Boys are walking the bottom. They're going to come back up to the top, walk the hedgerow back down the edge of a field back to me. We just had a little safety briefing on how we were going to hunt this setup. So very, very good boys. But you know, I wanted to keep the video rolling for just a minute. Every time I instruct them about something, about safety or how we're going to hunt or what we're hunting for or whatever it is we're doing while we're out here right now, I can recall the things that I'm saying that have been passed down to me from my father, from my uncles, and other mentors that weren't even family, that God put in my life. And I share great experiences with each and every one of those people that I'm thinking of when I'm instructing these two young boys to do the same things that I was taught. It makes me wonder how many of my viewers on my YouTube channel who subscribe, who watch our videos and know about Tony and Steve, and you know how much they love the outdoors. It makes me wonder how many of you have had that special experience in the outdoors with a family member or a neighbor, or you know, just a great family friend. You know, what did they teach you? What was the things that stuck out that you'll never forget to this very day, and that you're willing to pass on to anyone else in the outdoors? You know, it's mind-blowing. I sit here and I think about, you know, the ways that I was taught how to carry a gun, how to care for a gun, and how to, you know, keep the maintenance up on it, and what proper ammunition to use. You know, each one of those little tiny steps, it's all a pointing factor on how everything will come together at the end, you know, at the moment of truth, you know. It's special. It really is, you know. And when I was little, you know, I didn't give it a second thought, you know, that the people who were instructing me and teaching me and showing me the way of the outdoors, they took it very, very serious. But to me, I took it with a grain of salt, you know. But now it means more to me than it did when I was little, you know. And now I see where, you know, when I hear the old men say, your day's coming, you'll have your chance. And today is my day, and I have my chance to instill something into Tony and Steve's little hearts and in their minds, about showing them the way of the outdoors, you know, and safety, and how to hunt, and how to stalk game, and, you know, to be thankful for this moment that we can come out here and do this. I was just talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and he was telling me about a young boy, 11 years old, fighting leukemia, has been fighting leukemia since he was 4 years old. Now he's in intermission, and he's blessed. He has more energy and strength than he's ever had since he was 4 years old. And he can go out and do the things that he loves to do. He can go out in the outdoors and hunt, and he can go fishing. He can go, you know, bike riding, everything. And, you know, Tony and Steve don't have those, you know, terminal illnesses, and they've never gave it one thought, you know, how blessed they are to be able to get out here and do these type of things. And I didn't either when I was a kid. And I was blessed. And now I am, I stop and I think and I breathe in, and I'm just thankful that I had those opportunities in life. And, you know, bless all the people who, you know, have that opportunity to help one of those, you know, children who are fighting an illness, you know, that aren't able to get out and go and do what we're doing right now on this very day. God bless us, that's for sure. But, you know, how many of you have experienced, you know, the same things that I'm speaking about? You know, how you've been blessed with an opportunity to go in the outdoors, and whether it be fishing or hunting, hiking, kayaking, or whatever. Something flew in my mouth. Yeah, what's your experience on it? Any more tips, guys? Hey, if there's anything that I'm leaving out that I could, you know, learn myself or show my nephews, don't hesitate to comment. You know, let me know. Get that? Something got it. I think it's a piece of pine bark. I hear the boys. Well, they're in a good area A lot of fox squirrels in here, lots of them, and a lot of gray squirrels, and a good bit of rabbits. I can remember sitting in these deer stands time or two and seeing lots of squirrels. It seems like when you come squirrel hunting, they know when you're hunting them. They ain't so not so visible then, but excuse me. Anyway, I am shooting. Let me see. Get it out my pocket. Oh, there goes a crow. I am shooting the Remington once fired shotgun Halls, 2 3/4. These are, and I actually reloaded these back to factory standards. These are the 1 1/8 ounce, 7.5 shot. This is eagle shot though. So yeah, I did load them back up, and they shoot very well. But shooting the old trusty Mossburg Maverick. This is my brush go-to gun. I've had this gun. I've probably had this old shotgun right here, and I put a red dot on that. You know, turkey season's coming up. This is my turkey gun. I put an extended range jellyhead choke in here. No, a wad cutter. I put a wad cutter choke in it, and gives me about a 30-inch barrel instead of a 28. So, but this is my go-to. Get in the brush and briars. I like to use this gun for dog driving too. Probably go back to my Browning this year. Start shooting my humpback come deer season. I try not to get too much in the briars with that thing. It's old, and I like it too. But I've used this gun as a boat paddle duck hunting. Okay. Yeah, don't ask. The battery went dead on the trolling motor. That's all I can say. And Mossburg, yeah. Let me tell you what. I've had this gun, like I said, 20 years. I've never had a failure out of this old Mossburg Maverick 88. Maybe, I don't know if it's 20 years, but it's close to 20 years old. And it's a great gun. I've had several other guns give me problems. Never has my Mossburg Maverick ever failed. I'm sure I could find 100 YouTube videos where there's a failure on the Mossburg Maverick, but this one ain't one of them. But anyway, this thing has killed, harvested, not killed, but harvested a lot of squirrel, a lot of dove, and a good many deer. My wife actually loves to shoot this old shotgun too because it's pretty lightweight. But anyway, I babbled down the rabbit hole a little bit too much, and I don't want to talk anymore to you guys and talk your ears off. But it sure is great to see each and every one of y'all. And I enjoy reading your comments. But hopefully one of these boys will come back with a rabbit or a squirrel. I think Steve and Tony just did their turn coming down the edge of the hedgerow in the field right now. So Gunner's with them. So they got a good dog to kind of flush stuff up too. Gunner is, what is it? A little over, he's right at, well, a little over 2 now. We've had him almost a year come July. But he is a English short hair pointer. Difference between German and English, you have to look it up. And the crazy thing is they're a mixed breed of several different dogs, but they are a recognized, let's say, upland game dog. They are known for their, let me see, activity in the outdoor world. I mean, their stamina, their strength, high strong, lots of energy. But they will hunt, and Gunner does good in the dove field. Would love to get him on a little quail trial. I know he would do great. I just seen a shadow of a big old bird flying. I don't know what it was though. But Gunner's an awesome dog. He is whistle trained. I have a whistle. I have a remote in case I need it. I rarely ever have to use the remote, and then when I do, it's only in the vibrate mode. It's never in, you know, a continuous or, you know, a nick, a constant, you know, or just one shock. I rarely ever have to use that. Great retriever. He can seek out all his toys and find them. and he knows the scent of feathers. And I just heard something fly off. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to turn the camera back around, and we're going to move around. We're going to find something. I appreciate y'all watching Outdoors with Tim. Y'all stay tuned.
We were lost, Uncle Tim.
Stop right there, buddy. Well, how was the trip? Did y'all jump anything?
No.
Did you see any squirrels?
Nope, we looked.
I bet you was looking at the ground the whole time, wasn't you?
Nope, looking at the trees.
Was you?
I lost count of my steps.
You did?
I was looking at the trees.
Well, you did good. I could hear y'all down in there, so that was good. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want you to get too far. Steve, what'd you see?
All I seen is I was looking up at the trees.
Did y'all see that big crow? I see them fly out that way. And then did y'all see the helicopter?
No, I didn't see no
Oh, yeah. Y'all flushed out a helicopter. How in the world do you do that?
We were lost. We were lost. I couldn't even remember the way we came.
Tell me about it. Stop right there. Tell me about it.
Well, we walked 150 feet. Well, maybe more that way.
Yeah.
Then we came out.
Uh-huh.
When we did that, we was like all the way down there.
Good job.
And when we come out, we were in the middle of nowhere. We just got back in there and came all the way down at the end of the woods. Just came at right there at the end of the woods.
Yeah. But did you see any tracks?
No.
Any deer tracks?
Wasn't paying attention.
How about squirrel tracks?
All I've seen is trees, trees, trees.
Well, let me ask you a question, boys.
Got
I
stuck
just want to
3
be
times.
honest. Are y'all even having fun at all?
I am.
Well, as long as we're having fun, that's why we keep doing what we do. Steve, you look like you need to sit down,
Well,
buddy.
me and him just crawled out of a big old ditch.
Oh, yeah, there is a ravine down in there. It holds water. That's why the deer like to be down in there. Was there any water in it?
No.
No.
Gunner took us down into a deep hole.
Oh, he did.
It was the deepest hole ever.
Gunner's gonna mess around and get a hold of a armadillo or something. He ain't gonna want to let it get it. He gonna get in trouble with it. He ain't gonna get able to let go of it. It's gonna get a hold of him.
Yeah,
Well,
we were all the way down.
I tell you what, y'all got some awesome viewers on the YouTube channel, boys. I tell you what, I feel sure they're gonna drop a bunch of good comments here, and they can relate to, you know, some of the stuff you guys are doing. I can't wait to start reading the comments. But all right, well, y'all take your little water break.
I'm sitting down.
Okay, sit down, baby.
Yeah.
What's wrong? All this squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, walking around, it's tuckering y'all out, ain't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm out of breath because we went 150 feet. And
150 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think y'all went more than 150 feet, buddy.
Yeah, we went 100 and maybe 60, 80. We went to 80 feet.
Hey, boys. Y'all don't ever forget these days, okay? I love y'all. Hey, I love you, Steve. And so does your YouTube family. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. I got that pieces all.
What was poking you?
A stick.
A stick.
Yeah. We had to walk over under about 3 big old branches. I had to take out his gun and my gun so he can get in.
So he can get through it?
Yeah. So he can get through
There you go, boy.
Because
That's
we was
right.
in tight paces. Gunner led us into the bush.
Yeah, Gunner was going on a hunt.
Where he went, we went. Yeah, he was leading us. He went. He was leading us. Yeah.
Did y'all get you enough water?
I'm good now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, where to now?
Ready to go again, huh?
Yep.
All right, well, let's do it.
All right.
Y'all stay with us, YouTube. Yeah? See any turkey tracks yet?
No, I don't know what turkey tracks look like. Oh, I found more. Look, that day was 2 deers. Look right there. There was 3 right there. Two, 4. This one right here was a baby.
Well, what they're doing is walking that hedgerow. Let me zoom back out, turn the camera around here, guys. I got the wind mic in, shotgun mic, so hopefully it is cutting out the wind. But they are walking a hedgerow. They're walking together. They know that they can only shoot straight in front of them, and they can only shoot at a 45 to the left. So, and they both have to use good judgment. But I think Tony said he was just going to shoot anything in front of him. Steve said the same thing. So, but hopefully they're going to kick something up. I'm just kind of letting the boys. I remember my dad sending me and my brother in the bushes, and he'd sit back and just watch us hunt. And so they're just going to go a little bit and turn back around and come back to me. Got to keep them in eyesight. Got to keep them in hearing. So we are executing good exercise, safety exercises for sure. As far as it goes, them boys hunting. Well, let's see if they can't get something. I know I could help them get something, but it's time for them to do it on their own. I'll turn y'all back around. Get him, boy. Flushed him out. Flushed out some quail. I didn't have the camera rolling. I never seen quail out here before, but I seen 4 of them. Wow. Dang. Get him, Jeff. Fetch him up. I didn't get him, son. I didn't get him. Fetch him up. Darn. It's hard to shoot him when you're sitting down and ain't waiting, ain't ready for it. Hey, you didn't see them 4 quail get up in front of y'all? Huh? You didn't see them? It's hard to see them birds when you're looking at the ground, Tony. Why you always looking at the ground walking? Hey, Tony, not that you could have shot them. Stop right there. Not that you could have shot them, but when you first started walking down the edge of this hedgerow, you didn't see them doves get up in front of you? Did you hear them, Steve? Oh, there was probably 7 or 8 doves down there in front of you.
Look at me.
What about you? What's wrong? Your boots?
No, my pants.
Oh, you got them little tag-along hitchhiker things.
Yeah.
Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
All right,
sir.
well listen, sit down and take you a little break. Get you a water break.
We got a whole bunch of wire. Hey, guess what we gotta see?
Sit down. Sit down right there. Back up. Sit down right there. You know, sit down. Sit right there where you at. Tony, go over there next to your brother. We'll get you in frame. That way when you're talking, all of our viewers, our YouTube family, will be able to hear what you're saying. But you got to speak up loud and clear. Y'all kind of far away from the camera. That's okay. What's wrong, buddy?
Tired. Oh, too, guess what?
What?
I've seen a lot of deer tracks.
Yeah?
And snake holes.
I don't think you've seen snake holes, buddy.
No, they were round, big round holes.
Yeah, that's probably foxes and coyotes trying to dig up field mice and moles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen deer tracks in there.
Yeah, a lot of deer tracks in here.
Yeah.
Man, I've never seen, unless those were, I forget what they call them. They look like quail. They're a member of the quail family, but they were big, and it was 4 of them. And if they were quail, I've never seen quail out here before. But I'm pretty sure they was quail, and they're in season. Man, and they caught me off guard because I was watching you boys, but they were way out in front of y'all. They were probably, normally quail just sit there till you step on them. I don't know, but they were probably 50 yards or so in front of y'all. I wish I had the camera rolling so the YouTube family could have seen that, because maybe they could have told me what it was. But they flew about 6 foot off the ground all the way to the edge of them pine trees. They flew all the way over here and went in them pine trees right there in them woods.
I knew you were shooting at something.
Yeah, I was. Hey, and that was those Remington Gun Club reloads, them green shells we got on the gun bench. That was them reloads.
Those things sound big.
Yeah, well, that's that red dot powder. But I could see my wads from my shotgun. My wads would go out about 25 yards and start going down. So I think I had a good spread on the shot. Number 8 shot, that. No, number 7.5, that's right. That's that eagle. What's wrong, Steve?
I got a bug on me.
Well, get him off of you.
Looks like a spider.
Oh, yeah, I seen it go flying.
No, it's right there.
Oh, don't flick it on your brother.
Yeah, don't flick it on me. It's on the ground now.
Gunner, you having fun? Gun dog. I think Gunner's having a good time too, boys.
My jacket over here.
Huh?
That dude trying to bite my jacket while I was walking.
Yeah. How far did Gunner go ahead of y'all when y'all come out them woods and went up the edge of the field?
They went all the way in
Yeah, he did. I seen him going. I had to vibrate him. I didn't want to whistle for him, but I vibrated him and I turned him to come back to y'all.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's why he turned and came back to y'all. I seen him going. I said, well, he's only about 500 yards away. I said, I got a half-mile range, so I'm going to go ahead and I wanted to turn him back around. I didn't want him to get too far from y'all, because he probably got 300 or 400 yards from y'all.
Yeah, and guess what got stuck on me?
Yeah, what got stuck on you?
Those hokey things.
Oh, you'll be all
Big
right.
Long one got stuck in my shoe.
Hey, just answer this question. Are y'all even having fun at all?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all tired now? Y'all want to start hunting back toward the car?
Yeah.
All right, that's what we'll do.
Let's just go to the car.
She's like, just go to the car. Gunner's like, I'm giving up. I'm tired. I bet he'll drink 2 gallons of water when we get back to the house, won't he?
Yeah, probably. About that much.
Yeah. Well, why don't y'all tell YouTube thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Outdoors with Tim.
All right, let me say
Stay
goodbye.
tuned.
What do you want to say, Steve?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's right. Let me say goodbye to my wonderful subscribers and family. Guys, it's probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know this video is probably like 30 minutes or so long, but it takes a couple hours to even get something going. And you know, it really ain't about killing. It's about making memories in the end. Some of us, you and I, we understand what I'm saying. Kids, they won't understand till they get older and they're doing the same thing that I'm doing and that you're doing probably on your Saturday. Of course, I can't do a lot of walking. I've got some things I'm dealing with. Y'all keep me in your prayers. I'm sitting in my old bench on my chair. But But anyway, we had fun. So thanks for watching Outdoors with Tim. And if you will, remember, guys, drop a comment, share an experience with me about you taking a youngster hunting, or when you were a youngster and somebody, you know, they mentored you in the outdoors. And that special moment, share it with me. I really would like to read those comments. And I know the boys enjoy hearing the comments too. I love to read them to the boys. So if you will, no, the boys, by the way, I know people are going to ask, the boys aren't back with us. They with their daddy. Their daddy's doing right. Seems everything's going good. So praise the Lord for that. People can change. But we do get to spend time with the boys, and we love them. And I'm glad to have them out here in the outdoors doing what they like doing too. So y'all, thank you for watching. God bless y'all. And we'll talk to you again very soon. Thanks for watching Outdoors with Tim. Okay, boys.